YouTube first. Start YouTube first. And then start OBS. You can't start OBS first. Or it won't work. Did I lose internet? Are you lagging behind? Huh. That was weird. It like buffered and now it's lagging. I don't know. Whatever. As you can see from the title, I got a MacBook Pro Retina. No display. No image on the internal screen. We're going to try to figure out why. I'm going to try to figure out why. If anyone shows up, you can just watch. Watch me fumble around and try to figure it out. Alright, I'm going to try to turn it on and see if we even get a chime or anything. Or logo. Oh, we get a chime. We get a bong. So we know it's posting, so we know it's not brain dead. That's good. That's awesome. Hello, fellas. Mr. Pedro and Sad Mac. It's no picture. That's what they say. See if put a light in here. Yeah, there's no image. This flashlight is 1,000 lumens. It's super bright. Whoop. It's also disco. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's dead as a doornail. Yeah, I dig A1502s next to A1398. Like, I don't mind working on these machines and selling them. They sell for really good money. Well, it has no display. I mean, I've got a spinning fan. Got a spinning fan. No picture. So we have our 5-volt enable to our screen. That would be my first guess. Sorry, I gotta open up Flexboard View really quick. Can anyone tell me what model of board this is? Off the top of their head? It's the trick question of the day. I already know what it is. See if we have our 5 volts to our 5-volt switch to our LCD. Yeah, it chimed. Correct, Pedro 3476. Never mind the fact that I have a giant whiteboard to the left of me that has every model MacBook written down and the year and the board number and if it's a touch bar or not. I have it all written next to me. But I didn't look. I promise. That's how I have them memorized because I have them written. Cheater, yeah. That was a lot. It was a lot of work. I was gonna erase it, but I like it too much. It's convenient. Where if I don't remember what the name of the board number is, or on a newer machine, I can just look over. I just look right here to my left, and I can see the board number. Anyway, we're gonna check and see if we have our 5-volt powers to our LCD. And we'll check the backlight voltage too. Whoops, OBS crashed, you liar. You're lying to me. I have a spreadsheet, but I actually remembered. Yeah. No, I don't want to save the crash log. I don't care. Alright, we got our 5 volts. What is our backlight at? LCD backlight. I really need two 32-inch monitors. Having one is awesome, but I need like 2 or 3. I need just a wall of monitors. I'm gonna take down all my parts cabinets that are next to my monitor or next to my screen. You can see the bottom of my screen, like right here. That's my 32-inch TV right here. And then there's a parts cabinet here, parts cabinet there. I'm gonna take those down and put more monitors. We need more monitors. We don't need parts. Okay. Our backlight voltage, which is PPV out SO S0 LCD backlit is 0 volts. That's not good. That is not good. Let's turn this machine off now. Did the machine shut off already? Did you turn off while I'm talking? Nope, because you still have PP bus. Alright, I'm going to turn this off. No, I said off. Restart. Alright, let's see. Well, I know we don't have backlight, obviously, but... yeah. 0. See if we have a short on that. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to unplug the battery and unhook power from the board, because I'm going to switch and I'm going to check and see if the backlight output power rail has a short on it. And if it does, then we're going to check the LCD next. And we're not in resistance. Playing with an A1502 battery swap while I watched him. Yeah. I really like those. I have a... well, I'm not going to admit that... well, I am admitting it, but I have a little collection of MacBook laptops. I have a A1502 personally. I have a 2014 A1502. I have a 2015, and then I have a 2015 15-inch Retina, so an A1398. I also have a 2012 A1278, and then I have a couple MacBook Airs. The Airs don't count, don't matter, but I was going to say we have 300 kilo ohms to ground on backlight output, so our screen's not shorted, but still could mean the screen is dead. Anyway, I'm thinking about, I don't, Pedro, I don't know if you know this or not, but Mobile Centrics actually has that same exact white, it's like command strip tape, you pull on it, it stretches. Mobile Centrics actually has spools of it, like you could buy it in rolls for batteries. So I changed my 1398 and my A1502. I put those adhesive strips on it so you can just pull them out and get the battery out if you need to test or whatever. So I made it like removable. Anyway, this is a 2014, so I'm going to grab my test LCD, and we're going to plug it in and just test and see if we can actually get an image on this computer with a different screen. Yeah, I have the, well, yeah, once I found out they stocked the A1502 and the A1398 battery tapes, as well as like 1708, I think. I bought tons of them. I stocked those for, you know, if I have to replace a customer's trackpad or their touchpad, and, you know, they obviously don't want to buy a new battery at the same time. Sometimes they want just to put the old battery back. So yeah, I started buying those. sets of battery adhesive tapes. I love them. So awesome and convenient. Anyway, where's my test screen? Let's see if I can get it without knocking a bunch of stuff down and causing havoc. Luckily, it's the one on the top. Ha! Oh, I need my test cable. Sorry, I'm just rummaging around in my parts closet. Okay. My test cable says... Oh, wait. Oh, that's a touchpad test cable. The LCD test cable. I wonder why I only bought one of these. I think because they're like $20 or something silly. But they are. I find them handy. Yeah, I do quite a few battery swaps. I recondition a lot of machines. Yeah, I used to. That's how I started. I started before I started doing business. I must have bought like 60 MacBook Airs, and I practiced doing repairs and battery swaps and all that. Those fun times. I still have a stack of A15 or I mean A1466 boards that I need to refurb. 200 buy-ins so far for 18 months. Nice. Yeah, I was before I figured out Facebook Marketplace existed. I was buying all my machines off eBay. I was buying 2 or 3 at a time and fixing them and flipping them. I didn't have a lot of money, so kind of shied away from eBay. Not, I buy them once in a while off eBay, but mostly Facebook Marketplace or customers. I don't really buy and refurb many machines anymore because I'm so busy that I don't have time to refurbish my own stuff. I mean, I bought that 15-inch Retina. I had it for probably a month. When I bought it, it just needed a new touchpad, and it sat for a month before I actually put a touchpad in it. I mean, I put a new touchpad in it now, and I'm using it. It's my business machine. Like when I go up to the lake house and stuff, I take that. But I'm gonna power this on. Yeah, out of the 60 machines that I bought off eBay, I had to return like one. Where a guy, he was in Florida, and he was selling it for like $125, which is really good. I mean, you can't buy them for that much anymore, but he had lots of pictures, but what he sent me and what was in the pictures, because I always keep all the pictures when I buy from a listing. I download all the pictures and the ad and everything. And what he sent me was like nowhere near what he had listed. I mean, the machine I had was like basically in pieces, and I'm like, no. Like, I don't care if it's only $125. It's the principle that you try to rip me off. And I think he was a actual shop or something. I don't know, where he sold a lot of stuff. Like, I try to find like actual computer owners and buy them from them because they tend to not lie or tinker, you know. Which I don't mind if people tinker with their own stuff, but I'm not sure what that guy was pulling. And then he tried to, tell me that I didn't know what I was talking about. And he was like, "Oh yeah, he went to eBay and like tried to file a complaint against me before I even opened a case, saying that I was claiming to be a repair expert, and I sent him like I sent him my Google reviews, what little I have, and then like, repair videos and all this stuff. And I told him that I've sent him my website. And I'm like, I've been doing this business for like 2 years. I'm like, I've fixed hundreds of these computers. I don't know why you think that you can rip me off. And I'm like, because I bought it on the premise that it was just no backlight, right? It was a MacBook Air. I must have these screens marked wrong. This is a 2014 machine. That's a what I thought was a 2014 screen. But I swear I have these backwards. Like, this is a 2015 screen, and my 2015 one that's marked 2015 is actually a 2014. I'm gonna try it without the test cable. Maybe that's it. This is the second computer that this has happened to. Oh, you can't even see what the heck I'm doing here. This is much more difficult with that little tiny cable. What I'll do, I'll hook the cable in, then I'll turn the screen. Alright, I'm going to try to turn the screen around without ripping anything or breaking anything. Because even though this is my test LCD, this Retina screen is still in fantastic shape. And I could sell it if I needed to. Yeah, I don't know. Because this is a 2014. I just rechecked the serial number to confirm, and I have this. I had this in a bag that says 2013 2014 LCD. Obviously it's not the right one because it's just showing backlight. So I think this is an actual 2015 LCD. I'll grab my other LCD. My other display that's supposedly a 2015. So this is supposedly a 20. I have this as a 2015. I ripped the camera cable on this. That's the only reason I still have this. That was one of my only screen dunderheaded mistakes. Was I got in a hurry and I tried to pull the camera cable out, and I ripped the connector right off. So this is a perfectly good Retina LCD. I mean, if I clean this off, there's like no DLAM, there's nothing on here. I mean, this is a perfectly good LCD, but I ripped the camera cable off, so now it's a tester. That was an expensive mistake. Needless to say, I've never done it again. It usually takes me one time to learn to do something dumb and figure it out. Haven't had too many repeat mistakes. No, you shouldn't. A 2015 screen will not work on a 13 or a 14. That's why I have two different panels, and I've tried this before. Yeah, see? I have them marked backwards. So this is an actual 2013 or 14 LCD, and that's a 2015. So yeah, a 2015 LCD will not work on a 2013 or 14, guaranteed. Because I tried to do that before, and this is weird because I swear this battery had a lot of juice in it. I don't know, but it just displayed, which tells me, whoops, all right. This box out of here. Plug this in without shorting anything out or doing anything stupid. There's our chime. Well, you can tell this is a 2013 or 14 also because the fan spins up right away. And on a 2015 it doesn't. So I gotta remark those. I'm not going to cheat and look, but I have a feeling this is going to pop up with a blinking question mark folder. I also think this I/O board is messed up too. I'm not going to cheat. I could lift this panel up and see the backlight on the Apple logo, but I'm not. I'm going to wait because I'm patient. I'm patient that way. Well, you saw the no battery symbol, so. All right. Well, I guess I got to remark my LCDs because this is a 2013-14 panel and the other one's a 15. I knew I had them back. I had a feeling I had them backwards because this is now the third machine that I've repaired in the past 2 days. Yep. This is the third machine, the third Retina, the third A1502 that I've repaired screen-wise or cable-wise. The one I did yesterday, I actually had to put a new LCD connector on it because it got corroded. That panel wasn't turning on either. It turned out to be the LCD cable, so I replaced the cable and voila, the screen fired up. So we definitely have an LCD issue with this. It has no image, which I'm not sure it's going to be repairable. I'm going to take the screen off anyway and check the cable because, like I said yesterday, the 13-inch Retina that I changed the LCD cable on had no like corroded pins or anything on it whatsoever. Even on the LCD side, like the cable that connects to the bottom of the LCD, no corrosion, no anything. Still didn't work. I replaced the cable and fired right up like image. So I think these guys have a problem with a cable because you can see now it's working. So the board's fine. And it wasn't liquid damaged, so they just said all of a sudden it had no image. But yeah, clearly their logic board's fine and everything. Well, and their USB is working here. They just said the HDMI wasn't working. Or no, they didn't say that. I tried to plug in HDMI and it wouldn't work. Let me try it again. And I looked inside in these already, and I didn't see any corrosion or anything. Oh, it does work. Alright. Never mind. Okay. So the right side I/O board's fine. Or the right side, yeah, HDMI board. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and make a silly prediction. And predict that it's one of two things. Either the cable is bad or the LCD is bad. And because unhook the battery real quick. I'm going to guess since there's no image that the screen is toast because, or at least I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say there's a 50-50 chance that the screen is bad. Because I've not this panel, because this is, let's fix that. Where's my Sharpay? Figure this out one of these days. Not a 2015, 2013, 14, dude. Matter of fact, I think I remember this this was one of the first LCD or first computers I worked on, and I think it was a 2014 Sad Mac. I'm suspecting the LCD. Yeah, it's looking that way. But I'm stubborn, so I'm gonna take the screen off and check the cable and see what happens. Because like I said, I've seen the weirdest things. I've seen these boards not liquid damage at all, and you check that cable on the screen side, and it's got a little bit of corrosion on like 1 or 2 pins on the LCD data lines, not the backlight. But clearly this thing has no problem with backlight or anything, so you know, it's Friday night. Why not? Why not waste an hour pulling a screen off only for it to be dead? But first, I need to put my other LCD away. Or did I? Oh. I gotta remark that one too. I'm actually gonna have to get some new bubble things because I Yeah, because I mean, I'd hate to tell these guys, yeah, you gotta pay $450 or $350 or whatever for a new screen. You know, when it's like a $15 cable. That's not news that somebody wants to hear on a 6-year-old machine. I personally, I mean, if it were mine, I would fix it. I have a 2014. I have the same machine, and I love it. Okay, I guess we're removing an LCD. I mean, the backlight's not shorted, so that's what's scary. That's what's scaring me, thinking it's the LCD's bum, is that we have no image and we don't have a short on LCD backlight output. That's my big concern right now. But at least I can take a look at it, the board and all that, and tell them, yeah, sorry, your screen is done. I found panels for these too, and they're still expensive. They're like $300 some. I'm like, wow, dude, that's insane. I mean, a new assembly is about that. So it's like, why would I pay almost what it cost for a whole new upper clamshell when, you know, and pay for a panel and then have to break the old one out of the... Yeah. I was hoping it was like, you know, a burnt connector or something, so I could just charge logic board repair and get paid money. I mean, I'll still get paid, but I'm not going to get paid as much, you know, for swapping a cable and a screen. But at least they'll get their computer back fixed, right? That's all that matters, really. To me, I'll just be happy if I can figure it out and fix it. I like that. But you can only go so far on these panels. Like, where's the... Take these little retainer things, brackets, what you call them. I'm thinking this weekend sometime. I have a different camera mount for my overhead. I want to get it mounted because it's going to bring the camera like way down. So, you know, this will be more in view. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to have time to do that, but that's a bummer because this is a nice panel. There's no dents or scratches. Gosh, that sucks, man. It'd be different if it was all dented up and dinged and scratched and stuff, but this thing doesn't have any marks on it. Not till I get done with it anyway. Right? Come on off there. Thank you. Did I break you? No? Alright. I think I already see something. Let's cut our cloth tape. Do it the brute way. Tear it. Real surgeon I am. Thought I saw something on the connector. Maybe not. Maybe not. I'll flip over the microscope in a minute. I'll reveal it. I'll reveal it to us together so we can see. Gosh, it'd be so nice if we can get, if this is just a cable. I think I popped one of these open the other day or last week or something in a video, and there's a capacitor on the board, but it's on the back and there's a heat shield. Like, I don't know if I want to start busting off heat shields. Get all the screws out. Oop. Alright, here I'll switch to camera to microscope so we can both check it out. Yep, I see what happened. Here, let me switch for you. Oh, come on. Come on. You're killing me here. You're killing me. You ruined my big reveal. Can you see it yet? Can you see it? Can you see it? Let me get the antenna out of the way. Can you see it yet? No. Can you see it yet? Because I can. We got burnt pins on the connector. Let me see if I can zoom in. Wait, is that a burnt? Yeah. We got a missing pin. Like it's all janky. One pin. One stinking pin. See if I can zoom in. This makes me want to pull all my 15-inch Retina screens out again and take a closer look at them and be like, is that all that happened? Was the connector? Kaboom. What happened there? That is weird. You can't, I know you can't see it. What if I put some more light? I think you'll be able to see it. I was going to wash it out. Oh, there we go. Sorry, I apologize if this... There you go. There is something wrong here. That pin is not looking healthy. She's not looking nice. It's bent. But I don't think that's the problem. I think there's something inside the connector that's messed up. I'm going to try to pull the screen off the counter. See if we can get a better look inside and see if... because the cable itself is fine. Please, God, don't disconnect and ruin my stream. I'm sorry. Just bear with me a minute. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this. Where am I? I'm like way off. I'm way over in left field here. I think that's the problem. That's alright, Pedro. My cat refuses to bury her own poop. Oh, I see the problem. Do you see those two pins? Here, I'm going to hold this very still. Well, besides that, one pin is janky. I don't know if you could see those two pins, but they're... These two pins on the end here. Sorry, I'm really holding this still. But I'm really zoomed in. These two pins here on the end are shoved up into the... They're shoved up into the shroud. So they're not actually burnt, they're just... there's really no easy way for me to show this to you. But basically... Basically, those two pins right there on the end, if you can see them, you see all the other ones, how they're hanging down nice? Those last two are pushed up into the plastic. Is this the LCD connector at the screen then? Correct. Yes, it is. And I think I found the problem. I don't trust the back of this connector. Jesus, did you see that? Oh my god, that's horrible. Yikes. That's a train wreck. I didn't do that. You see that? If I could hold the darn screen still. I didn't do that. I don't know, Sad Mac. That's what I'm saying. That's a factory defect right there, baby. That pin is probably broken in half. That thing has been damaged. You can see the shield right there above the 30 is all bent as well. Blame the cat, yeah. Those stinking cats, man. Yep. That's our problem. Guaranteed. Yeah, this is a sad connector. I think we should repeal and replace it. There ain't no coming back from that. How's the cable look? Has my stream already been an hour? I would say this cable looks mint. Yeah. I think all the damage is localized to the connector. Yeah. I'm going to pull this cable off real quick in the hinge just to get it out of the way so I can change that connector. That connector gotta go. Connector's no good. Not up to par. Wait a minute. This repair is not authorized. Shoot. That's kind of a moral dilemma, ain't it? I don't even know what to charge for this. Charge board repair? Or like typical board repair rates? Do I cut them a break? Board repair price, yeah. I know, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, this is still technically logic board repair. Like, that's when I pretty much consider my logic board repair prices is when I pull my soldering tools out. Like if I've got to pull a soldering iron or a hot air station out to fix something, you're getting charged board repair. All right. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I tell people when they question my prices. I say, you're paying for my skills at troubleshooting and a warranty, because if something that I replace breaks, I will fix it. No questions asked. If I find that my repair failed, you will not get charged a single dime, and I will fix it again and again until I don't want to look at it anymore, and then you get a new logic board. Yeah. I don't want them to go to Apple. I want them to give me the screen, because then I can fix it and keep it. This is a nice LCD, other than the janky connector that Apple soldered all jacked up. The broken pin. That was just a failure mode waiting to happen. I don't even know if the screen's going to be any good after this. I could be doing all this. I could be doing all this for nothing, but I imagine those two pins. Oh, let me see. Our data lines. Yeah, those go to our LCD switch. PP5VR 3v3 switch LCD. There's 3 pins. Damn, I'm not going to be able to use my fume extractor because it's too far away. I gotta get the tape out of here. What am I looking at? Field look. Yep. I guess I could check for shorts, couldn't I? Well, I know the backlight's not shorted. But are those big lines shorted? I seriously doubt, like, I think those pins are just not making a connection anymore, and that's not why they're not working. I don't think anything got shorted. Right. Yeah, no, because I know the backlight wasn't shorted. Yep, those are ground. Flex BB, yep. So the last 3 pins are switch, and then the ones next to those, the next 3 are ground. So like this is data, 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 no short, ground, ground, ground. Yeah, I'd say it's okay. I would say yeah, that switch, those 2 pins are just not touching, and that's why it's not have an image. Probably safe to say. Now you guys can judge me if you want to, but I'm going to use a little bit of low melt. Whoops, don't get it on there. Well, that's smart. What are you doing? Put some flux on there. Put some flux on there, man. What are you thinking? I try to do it like light because I don't want to make a giant mess. Don't want to make a giant mess of this LCD panel if I can help it. We're just going to brute force this connector off without ripping pads. Yeah, I don't know if I call this skill set. It's more like blind luck. brute force and ignorance. Hopefully you can see what the heck I'm doing. As I'm ruining this $465 LCD. That's right, we can cover it. Right? Mr. LCD, you've been relieved of duty, sir. I would use hot air, but I don't want to melt the connector on the back, or the ribbon on the back of the back of the LCD. Huh? Oh. Facebook. What is caught over here? Look, there's something caught over here. We're just taking our time. Yeah, if I had... Yeah, I know I need one of those big windshield wiper tips. Easy there, killer. Hey, where are you going? Don't fall on my LCD. Get easy.
Are you doing a video?
Yep. I am live. Thanks. Alright. Don't let them see you sweat. Okay. Need a little more solder here. I'm gonna pick that little piece up off there. I just want to use a tiny bit of this stuff. I don't want to use a lot. This is where being left-handed would come in handy. At this present time. Yeah, I am taking my time with this destruction. Because this was what I would consider the hard part. Just trying to make sure. Controlled demolition, that's what I'll call it. Controlled demo. Where'd you go? Like, way off course here. Come on. Come off my board, shield. Okay. It's you. All right. What's going on back here? having a party without me. Sorry, just a second. Okay. Gonna have the big reveal in a minute. If I did good or if I screwed this panel up. Haha. Get all that stuff off there. I do apologize for dripping stuff on you. It's never my intention. I'm gonna clean this mess. Ha. Hello. Howdy. Alright, clean that old flux off there. That would have been a perfect repair except for I touched that cover. It's good, not perfect, but it's good. Definitely not for the squeamish. That little removal there is not for the faint of heart. I'm a little mad that I touched this, but I think there's anything important under there. I just want to see. Nope. Nope. There's nothing important under there. There's like a probe point or something. So I didn't touch anything. Makes me mad that I scratched that. I would have preferred not to have ripped that at all, but you know who's gonna see that? Me and you guys. Oops. My tip's dirty. Putting plastic on there. Don't do that. Shoot. Do I have plastic on my soldering tip? Or is that like... What is that? It's like melting plastic. Yep, is plastic. Or not plastic, it's this stuff. Just making sure I didn't do anything silly. That off there. Get you out of here. This tape is somewhat worthless now. Probably gonna have to undo the remove that tape. Hey, Micromage. Stab myself. Come on out of there. Yeah, I'm not gonna grab that with my fingers. Are you kidding? Way too small. Come on. Out. Out. Tape is reluctant. Little scratches on something. I hope that's not. What is that for? Uh, is that like shielding? Oh yeah, whoops. That's just shielding. I didn't actually rip the pads, or the ribbon underneath is fine. I'm actually gonna fix that with a little bit of tape. I'm gonna. It's just like it's like a shielding for the pads. I'm gonna put a little piece of cloth tape over that to kind of bandage that up. I don't want to just leave that sitting like that. Got a little overzealous with the tweezers, but at least I didn't damage the the ribbon. That reminds me, I want to put some cloth tape on the where I ripped it off as well. This stuff does not want to stay on the roll. Okay. It is hot in here. 83 degrees. Put the air conditioner on. I've got like 4 computers in here. Should be cozy in the winter though. Alright. That should keep that shielding intact. Or in place, I mean. And we're going to throw some strips on the back of this like there used to be. We'll do a couple. These are just to hold the cable in place. Why did I do that? I should have soldered the new one first. Yeah, what am I thinking? What are you thinking there, ding dong? Solder the new cable on first. Yeah, I'm gonna put the board back and solder the cable first. And then I'll put the new adhesive stuff down. Alright, back to our regularly scheduled program. Look at that. Got flux in there, we'll clean that off. I think I'm going to try to gently tuck this is probably overkill, but I'm going to try to keep this as clean as possible. Flat line. Alright. Prep the soldering iron. Go for launch. My repairs always seem to take forever. Worthy candidates. I was changing my soldering iron tips. That's Hacko's beautiful way of saying, "Hey, your tip is not plugged in. Why? Why is your tip not plugged in?" Try to use the goo sparingly. Exactly. That's exactly it. Hey, idiot! You left your keys in the ignition. That's exactly what it is, Sad Mac. I gotta move my camera or my microscope so I can hunker down and get comfortable for the. Probably need a little more solder. I don't want to drown this. Like that. That's what I didn't want to do. That's right. Solid connection. Hoping to do a little better than that. That's what I hate about this soldering iron tip. This thing is like all or nothing. Oh, that's not good. That's crooked. We gotta fix that. You know what? Those pins are off a little bit, but it'll be fine. I would just rip this connector off and start over, but I can't use hot air right here because there's an LCD ribbon right underneath this. So we're gonna have to roll with what we got. We're gonna have to run what we brung. Keep bumping my other hand and alright, I'm gonna open just a little more flux. This is frustrating. I'm going to switch to my other tip. I like my bent tip. Sorry for the noise. Wait for it to get up to temperature and beep. Beep. Alright, now that I got this tip on here. One little pin. One little pin doesn't want. There you go. Doesn't want to accept any solder. Alright, don't touch it anymore. Okay, so soldering iron says, yeah. Yeah, now that I know what it is, I can deal. Yeah, sorry. Try not to do it again. Looks good. Pins are not perfectly straight on the pads, but this is really hard to do. Tedious. I just noticed something too. I noticed that back anchor is not soldered. We're going to have to flip this around and fix that. Probably shooting myself in the foot here, going after perfection. Probably fine with that much solder on there, but I'm just being picky. So I can get the right amount. I said don't do what I'm doing. Don't be overt, super picky. Alright, I'm gonna leave it. No, I'm gonna leave it. I'm leaving it. I'm done. I'm leaving it. Everything is soldered. Looks good. No questionable joints. Would like to get rid of this solder that's on the edge of this though. The smooth that out. There we go. Yeah, smooth that out. Alright. Now we'll put our little tapes back on. Don't pick at it, yeah, no kidding. I gotta walk away. I gotta walk away. You gotta know when to stop. Gotta know when to fold it up. Okay, where did my tweezers just go? Losing my mind. Don't pick at it, yeah. That's good. Thank you for telling me to stop that. I'll make it worse. I'll definitely put my name on this repair. I'd stand by it and warranty it. Consider it a permanent fix. It's kind of a pain in the butt to solder on this board though, to be honest. Yeah, exactly, that's what I'm saying. You gotta know. Quit while you're ahead. If that's what you can call this. Alright, I see no reason to put a new cable on this thing. This cable is perfectly fine. Besides, I'm gonna screw the antenna back down and test it before I put the clutch cover back on. I'm going to put the latch down. And we're going to take the screws out. And we're going to hook it up and see if it works before we put this whole thing back together. Because like I always say, like I always have bad luck with thinking I'm done with the machine, reassembling the thing fully, only for it to not work. Alright, place your bets. Place your bets. Smoke and fire or a working LCD. We got smoke and fire, anyone? Anyone for smoke and fire? Oh, Pedro, you're too kind. You're too, too kind, too kind. Alright. I can't stand it anymore. Let's get this over with. Let's get rid of this, or get this, unauthorized jankiness. Alright. 3, 2, and go. Oh, I need to put power on this thing. The battery's almost dead. I don't smell anything burning. Pull the band-aid off. Yeah. Just do it. Come on, MacBook. The suspense is killing me. Yes. That looks like a working LCD. Let's not put the antenna on anything and short it, huh? And kill this expensive LCD. And look at that. A working LCD. Happy days are here again. Can I turn up the brightness? Full brightness. I don't want to move the panel too much because the cables are just kind of sitting in there. I want you to be able to see the entire LCD though. That we don't have any lines or anything. Yes, we've got a login screen. Fixed. Ah. Yes. We did it. We did it. Another fixed $450 screen. That if you took it to anywhere except for Optimized Logic Repair, they would try to sell you a $400 screen. If you took it to Apple, they would say, hey, sorry, you got to buy a new machine for $2,000 or whatever the going rate is. But you bring it here for the low, low price of, I'm not going to tell you. You get a working LCD. Nearly better than Nookie. Nearly. If you could only see the smile on my face. Awesome. Fixed. Alright. Well, now all that's left is to put this LCD back together, test it, send it back to its owner so they can enjoy it for another few years. Anyway, you're child-friendly. Your child-friendly YouTube status. Nah. My children are in bed. Anyway, I want to thank you guys for joining me on this little adventure. I'm going to end this video here, and I'm going to have a drink, celebrate, and put this thing back together. Anyway, thank you, Pedro. I appreciate it. Appreciate your patronage. You're watching my videos and commenting and everything. Anyway, we'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, one more thing. Go fix something, will you? Bye.